Link. Right. Sorry I'm late. I got a phone call that was supposed to happen at 1:30 and it happened at 2 because that's my life. So I am now here. I'll pet that plush. I'll grab my controller. No, nothing serious. I just got some routine blood work done, yesterday. Good news, my vitamin D levels are good. Bad news, everything else is about the same. That's fine. I don't care. Alright. It's just like, the doctor's like, you're fat, and I'm like, news at 11. Ah, yes, the vaccine shot. Well, hopefully you'll be alright. Hopefully you'll be me and not Vicus. I had very few side effects from the second vaccine. Vicus had a fever for about a day. So even his wasn't too bad. Alright, well, we are... Linkle's adventures in Hyrule are almost over. We are now... Start button, please, thank you. We're now... in the Shadow Temple. Final temple. Yeah, here we go. Good for us. I'm gonna change my tunic so I don't get eaten, because I'm pretty sure there are like-likes in here. Fuckers. Alright. Shadow Temple time. So, I think the Shadow Temple is supposed to be... Oh, hello. What do you mean we'll only healed? I mean... I don't need the lens. I'm actually going to try and do as much of the Shadow Temple without the lens as I can, just for shits. Although, just to save me time, I will do it here. You can guess this, but it's a lot easier to just, like, look. So I believe, like, it can be on, like, this one. I don't actually know if it can be on all of them. I most often see it on this one and this one. Right now it's on this one, so yeah, you have to use the lens of truth to see which one. Fuck off! I was doing it, game! How dare you take me out of it? So yeah, you can just sort of guess. It will drop you in the pit if you get it wrong. I'm not guessing because I have lower block moving speed on and this is so slow. To use the lens of truth to see which one does not disappear. And that's the right one. And that'll open that door. Cannot get over to that door yet. We need something else. So there is actually a hidden path over here. Yeah, why? Wow, I just really wants to, okay. Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it really wants to tell me to get this lens of truth. It really is like, hey, idiot. Get the... You can't see the way forward. I don't need to see the way forward. Oh, you can use the Hyrule boots to avoid being dropped in the pit too. I didn't actually know that. That makes sense, though. Yeah, shut up. Oh my god, really shut up if I have the lens of truth on. Is that the real reason you need the lens of truth, is to shut up those text boxes? My god, I am glad they removed those in the randomizer. I don't need that shit in my life. Wow. Alright, come here. I've got a big sword to sell you. Right, so the repeat of Dead Hand. He showed up this time. He didn't fall into the void. It was really, really funny when Dead Hand fell into the void when I was fighting him as a kid. It's probably the funniest thing that's ever happened to me. Alright, oh, no, I don't need this in my life, buddy. The void is very good. Just like, where the fuck is he? Why is he not showing up? Oh no, don't you do that, buddy. Alright. So he's not particularly hard, he's basically exactly the same fight, except shorter, because I have a bigger on-sword. Oh, please remove his twitching corpse. Ugh, gross. Yeah, get out of here. Get the fuck out. Is this the hover boots? Yes, there we go. Alright. Downside, no traction. Yeah, no kidding. No solid ground. Be brave. Trust in the boots. So... yeah, so... hover boots are ice. Whee! And then you go over gaps. So, they're useful. Alright, no. Yeah, shut up. I know. God, I'm gonna put the Lens of Truth on just to shut up these doors. Ah! There we go. Yeah, permanent ice physics, hell yeah. Okay, so we got ourselves a little side room. Kill ourselves a re-dead. Some bats. Very bats. I put the bow on. Come here. Oh, there's a shadow of one. Oh, there we go. Oh, they take forever to come. Oh, come on. Will you please lock on to this goddamn bat? I do hate getting bats with a hook shot. I should just use my arrows, but I only have like 13 of them. There we go. There we go. Alright, is this the map, then? I assume? Oh, so hopefully crowd control is running. It did update, right before stream, so hopefully it works. Might have to, like, bop in and, like, murder a rupee from myself. I've got effects, yeah. Ah, not connected. The interface is there, but it's not connected. Ah, oh, bugger. I knew update right before stream would, like, be weird. They get real mad at me. Back. Yeah. Okay, why is that going to game rather than just generic? Oh, they updated it and now it doesn't work. Fine. Alright. Nope, if I knew where this shit was staying. Okay, that's where it's saved. Okay. Oh god, did it just get really mad at me? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Okay, here. the fuck did they do to it? I don't know what this update has done, but it's broken it, which is not great. Damn it, I really want people to be able to mess with me in the final fight. So it was like a file path to like one of the previous games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I sent it to Linkle, it didn't recognize it. I was like, no, this doesn't work.
That's weird.
Try it on this one, and it says you're not in the channel.
You know what that means?
I don't know what this update has done, but it's completely broken crowd control for what I was doing, which... That's not good. Connection refused. Let me try and like...
Yeah, I have no idea what that...
I honestly don't know what they did to it, because it was working perfectly fine last week, and then it updated today, and now it's like stupid.
The file path should matter. That's just
yeah, it really shouldn't. The connection is established, but then it says connect your game. Yeah, don't update it. It was working just fine. Why? It says connection established. It thinks it's connected, but then it won't let me... I assume if you guys, like, try and do something to me with free coins, it doesn't work. Like, cause I can't go into my effect list and, like, do anything. Okay, well, I've gotten everything from in here, so what I might do is just like save since I'm right at the start.
Right, try to reset it.
Yeah, I'll like reboot BizHawk.
Don't imagine the BizHawk connectors.
I'm really annoyed it's done this, like, right before the final boss, you know?
Yeah.
You can go back to the previous version of crowd control. Right. Doing it on the fly. There, see, there's the connect. Yeah, and let's just like mess with this. The connection now. It's got you. Yeah, let's back up in OBS, that's good. Let's just have Ocarina of Time randomizer rather than just, you know, Ocarina of Time, which is annoying. Alright, Ocarina of Time randomizer, start. And it's like connection established, but then it's like connect your game. What did they do to it? They fucked it up. I'm in the game. You can't really do things unless you're in the game.
Oh,
well, that worked.
That is working. Maybe it's just the client.
Like,
maybe
the client's no longer working because that should work. I think the extension should work. Let me try it with
your own free coins.
Yes, my free coins on here.
See if outside effects can work.
Okay, so
yeah.
Okay, that works. Okay.
Right, I guess crowd control is working.
Crowd control is working.
Fuck it.
It's just the client, like my client version of it doesn't work.
The test doesn't work.
The test doesn't work, but crowd control itself is working. Okay. I believe we can cross this gap with the hover boots. Although I ungianted at the precisely the wrong time there. I think you have to like roll over, but it's much easier with the hook shot. It's just long enough to be awkward with the hover boots. Alright. Whoa! Oh, that went. I'm. Giant me is having a moment. This is fine. Alright, good. I'm glad it's still working, despite the fact that the. Oh my god, shut up. Why does everything in this temple talk to me? Anyway, I'm glad it's working, despite testing not working. I literally had to open up a live extension to get it to work. There are a couple of invisible, I guess, non-existent walls. And yet, for security reasons, like, a lot of things should be updated, but, like... I don't know what they did with this update that just broke the client, but the client is currently broken, crowd control. I cannot test effects despite being clearly linked, so... Not ideal. Also, weirdly, you can hookshot onto this box. You're supposed to use that target, but you can actually hookshot onto the box. Alright. There's a chest in here. This is actually the way to the shortcut, but we have to, Ooh, oh, there's a key in here, so you do need to come in here. Okay. Didn't actually know that was a key. That makes sense, though, because otherwise there's no reason to come in here, because it's they said it's the shortcut, but we have to go through the dungeon to open up the shortcut. Also, like, if it broke, don't fix it is why I was still working with, Windows NT 4.0, during my PhD, just, like, 5 years ago. You want to use a version of Windows that's almost as old as you are? Yeah, I do. Compass? It was just ridiculously bad timing that I happened to be like an update right before stream, which meant I couldn't test it. Not that it's particularly easy to test when you're not live. I mean, it does work live. I would be like thinking it wasn't working, and it is working. Because normally I would test, crowd control by, oh, did I just phase the bomb through the wall there? That was interesting. Anyway, but yeah, I normally test, if crowd control is working by using the client. Rather than going up. I hate this corridor. I always forget about this corridor. I was also very big and couldn't see the shadow. Big Lonk in this tunnel is a problem. It's very difficult to see the shadows when him big. There's one more down here. There he is. Alright, time for me. Oh, what? Yeah, yeah, I know. Wall Masters, yeah. They suck. I heard him coming, but unfortunately for him, this place is full of inclines and gaps. And as soon as you go over an incline or a gap, wall masters get confused and stop going after you. So we're gonna ignore you. Bye-bye. Alright. There are invisible platforms we're going over here. Ganondorf has no idea how guillotines work. Alright. So, I'm going around the outside of the room because there is actually a spinny disc in the middle that will hurt me. So, like that. I got too close. Oh, get back here. Oh, come here, you jerk. It's bat juking me. What a jerk. I don't normally, like, try to look at the spinning blades. It doesn't really matter. The spinning blades in this dungeon don't do a lot of damage to you, so you're better off just taking it on the chin, to be honest, than trying to dodge them. Alright, there's a gold Skulltula. I should get, there should be 5 tokens in here total, so I should have 100 by the end of the Shadow Temple. And there's also an invisible chest here. Ah, I do actually need some arrows, so thank you. And we're just gonna dive straight past the spinny discs of death. Goodbye. So I haven't done all of the Shadow Temple without the Lens of Truth before, but I've done a lot of it without it. Alright, hi. Yeah. Alright. Bye-bye. I'm very foolish when it comes to, this. It worked out. We're fine. We're living. Alright, open the door. I'm curious as to where all the keys are in this dungeon, because I honestly have no idea. Right, grab this invisible block. Very slowly. For the most part, if you know where things are, you don't really need the Lens of Truth in this dungeon. There's one place where that's a total lie, though. There's one place where you technically don't need it, but not having the Lens of Truth makes it a lot harder. It's coming up very soon, that bit. Alright, very slowly moving this box. Grab Mr. Skulltula over here. Oops. I'm playing games that have different up and down for the camera stuff, so I get very confused very easily as soon as I start having different games. Down is up and up is down. It confuses my brain. It's also really funny because I think every game calls their usual camera thing normal and then the other one reverse. And there's no consensus on which one's like the normal and which one's reverse, so you kind of just have to start playing the game and then see if the camera is the way you like it or not. Can they support 2 controllers? You have 2 sticks? Probably. Alright, is this a key? Okay. That's a little mean, actually. I can see a lot of people getting stuck and not realizing you had to go, like, on top of these. It's true, it's like flying a plane, it's supposed to be reversed. Who knows? Games haven't come to a consensus on that. Be very careful if you're using the hover boots on this slope, the hover boots get extremely confused on the slope, and you can end up sliding into the void. So this is actually where you kind of need. This is the bit where the Lens of Truth is like really where it would suck to not have it, because that platform was going back and forth. And without the Lens of Truth, you kind of just have to like go for it. Try to aim for the middle and hope it's there. Fun fact though, there's spikes all over this room. You have the hover boots, who cares? Just walk right over them. Or land on them, that's fine too. Yeah, spike's fake. Alrighty. Then I do know, I actually do know where I guess one of the keys, in this is, there's an invisible shot target. This one I don't know. There we go, I was a little too high. There we go. I don't know off the top of my head, so... The hookshot targets in, like, the Gerudo Training Grounds, I know by heart. Where they are. I have, like, bits in the wall that I aim at. Here in the Shadow Temple, I tend to have the Lens of Truth before I try to come in here, so... That I know a little less, but... Death to the Skulltula. Alright, 2 more. I hear them bats. I hear you, you fucker. Oh. Can you aim at the bat? Oh. What a jerk. Wow. Fucking got me though. Got me good. Oh wow, the camera went a little weird there, but it's fine. I think it hit the wall. Wow. Keeps being jerks to me today. Alright. Gonna hit the bats and that'll open the door. I often kill a bat and then get a bomb out to throw it in this pot, and then it'll do the door opening thing, and I'll just be holding that bomb. And then it's like, yeah, I just gotta take the L on that one. Alright, so yes, I know this pot has a key in it. Another thing I can see people not realizing and getting stuck in the Shadow Temple over. And there's another invisible hookshot target. Ah, nice, first time. Nope, wrong bits. There we go. Yeah, I've got a pretty good feel for where the invisible hookshot targets are. Having played it quite a bit now. I can often just like go up, be like, yeah, that looks about right, and then you can actually, instead of hover booting over there, which is a pain in the ass, you can actually hookshot that. Also, iron boots, extremely helpful here. You can't be blown away if you've got iron boots on. And then use our iron boots to go in this door. So yes, Sun Song doesn't just like stun redeads in this room, you can actually make a weird little uncatchable fairy appear that'll heal you. That's quite good to have the Sun Song in this room. There's also an invisible chest right here. Okay, yeah, I get what you're putting down. Arrows are good. I know the boss that's coming, and I hate him. I just tried to set me on fire. Go. Alright, so there's another chest under here. I hear you, Gyptos. Ah, key, okay. Alright, oh no, I got caught. I don't think Redeads get back up, do they? Maybe they do. I've never stuck around long enough to find out. I usually have cleared out a Redead, I'm just gone. But yeah, the fact that they don't disappear means they probably do just like get back up, but I've never experienced it, so I have no idea. Onwards. Alright, so this is actually the shortcut. There's this block. So this block was actually in the way of the shortcut. You see there's a bit we can climb up now. So that was back in the room with the spinning disc and the 5 silver rupees. That's where that leads. So if you need to leave the dungeon, this is the quick way to get back to the boat. I do like that the dungeons are in loops, and that you open up shortcuts that mean that if you die to the boss, it's so much easier to get back to the boss. I really hate Link to the Past. I hate having to go through most of a dungeon again to get to the boss that I died on. Cat Princess Zelda. Alright. So you could see Navi fly away there, and she flew over to that scarecrow. If you want all the Skulltulas, quite a few of them are actually like scarecrow locked. 99, almost there. There's one more, and I do know where he is, so I am like pretty happy that I only actually forgot one Skulltula location. Like, there's 100 of the fuckers. The fact that I was able to remember where 99 of them are without any help was like, I'm quite pleased with myself for that. That's a lot. That's a lot of them to remember. It shows you how many randomizers have done, really. Alright, we're on the boat. This boat goes up and down quite a bit. Hi. And you get some skeleton friends on the boat with you. Physics get a little weird. Jump slashes in particular get a little weird on this boat. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, got one. Then another one is about to show up. Oh god. I cannot handle reverse controls. You don't actually need to kill these guys. They're just very annoying, of course. Oh god, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no! Oh wait, oh no, there we go. Couldn't get off the boat in time. Alright, boat again. Reverse controls is the fastest way to mess with me. I can't cope with them. Now we have to go through this again. Alright. I did sink quite badly. I also feel like my targeting wasn't working. I don't know if that was, like, true, but I was trying to target and I wasn't able to. Oh, Tiny Link still going. Yes, Tiny Link! Tiny Link can get under a skeleton's guard. Tiny Link has a big sword and doesn't care. Yeah. Yeah! Look at me go under a hitbox. It's beautiful. Tiny Link is king! Sorry, Tiny Linkle. Alright, we're getting to the edge. So, I actually wasn't paying enough attention because I couldn't really control my camera. You can jump off of that before it tells you it's about to sink, so... Before I go into the side room. Yeah, I know, Navi. I'm off the boat now. Yeah, Navi wasn't flying over to them. I don't know if reverse controls also messed with my, like, my Z targeting, but, I could not target the skeletons, which did not help with reverse controls on a tiny boat. Alright, so we actually need another small key before we can get to the boss, and I think even the boss... We don't have the boss key yet. I do actually know where that is. Obviously, I've seen all the boss. The boss key chest is a little bit different looking. Alright. So, fun fact, in this room, we're gonna use Din's fire to blow up these wooden slats. Fire arrows do not work on these wooden slats. You specifically need Din's fire, or to do some tricks to clip through them. The trick to clip through the wooden boards is pretty fun. But, fire arrows for some reason do not burn those wood boards. There are an awful lot of guides for this game that tell you use Din's fire or the fire arrows. Fire arrows do not work. They do not melt wooden beams. I wonder if I leave that guy alive for the... No, fuck him. I was like hoping to get to the chest, but fuck that guy. Anyway, the trick involves, I was gonna like go out and come back in, but the trick involves using the fact that when Redead see you, they freeze you in order to be frozen as those wooden slats like go on you. I actually don't know if you burn them, if they can, when things come back, or if they're just dead. Yeah, they are. Redead's there as well, so I can potentially do it. I'm not very good at it, but we can give it a go. Oh, I made it. So yeah, so if you go out right up to the wooden board and slash to like annoy this Redead, he freezes you, and like you're frozen long enough that you get through the wooden boards. Once they come together, though, you still void out of the room. But if you do not have Din's fire, that's how you can get through the wooden boards to get the boss key. Also, there's invisible walls. This is a maze, by the way. I just know my way around it. I should put on the lens of truth to show that it is, in fact, a maze of walls that I am just, like, running around. Too early, alright. Fair enough. I don't have to do this one, because it doesn't actually have an item on it. So you can never do this one in randomizer, so I'm not very good at it. Go. One. Missed. Yeah, too late. I got cheeky, but I did manage it there. So yeah, it doesn't actually have an item, it just has like a bunch of rupees. My wallet's full, but I earned them, so I'm getting them all. Come here. Alright, and this is the final Skulltula of the game. I'm gonna have to try and remember that down is up. I don't know what I'm playing where it's the opposite, but yeah, I'm definitely playing something that's the opposite right now, so I'm just like going the wrong way. But yeah, there are walls. This is a maze with wall master jerks in it. But if you know where all the walls are, who cares? There's a wall master. We're going to... Oh. Oh, for fuck's sake. My nuts kept missing them, but I got them. Alright. Final chest, here we go. And it's true, it doesn't really matter which way you have is correct, just give players the option to reverse it. Alright. Alright, so now we've got the boss key and the small key we need, we can get to the boss, rather unfortunately. Right. Up and around. I know my way through that maze way too well, to be honest. But yeah, I know there's a wall there. And there we go. Give hearts. I like some hearts. Actually full up on arrows, so... Hearts there, which I think is the Song of Time. This dungeon is pretty terrifying. And then, the devs were like, hey, you know what shadow dungeon that scared the crap out of everybody? How about we just make a whole game of that? So there's a Song of Time block up to some hearts, and there is a Scarecrow up to some more, so we're just gonna fill up for this boss, because I hate this boss. This boss is probably my least favorite in the game. Which is saying a lot in a game with Twin Rova. We're just gonna... We don't need the... If you know where the platforms are, you don't need the Lens of Truth, but... It is, of course, much safer to, use the lens. And we are gonna need the lens soon, so... Alright, I need arrows and the Lens of Truth. Alright, let's do this. Fuck this guy up. Bonk, bonk. Yeah, come on. Yeah, let's just... He just wants to jam. Banging on his drum. Let's have a grand old time. Hey, Bongo Bongo, I hate you. You suck. We need to shoot both his hands. And he'll rush at us, so we need to shoot him. Alright. The biggest reason I hate this boss is it's actually really annoyingly difficult to lock onto him. Navi just does not want to lock onto him, and sometimes you'll shoot an arrow at him, and the game will just decide, no you didn't. And then I murdered him! In 2 rounds, there you go. I love his style, like, I love him, like, in theory. In practice, I hate him. But yeah, the main problem with him is that it is, like, Navi's lock-on just isn't good enough. And I'll be, like, trying to lock on and the camera will just go behind me instead, so you have to, like, constantly, like, try to lock on to his hands. There are also some modes in which his hands are invincible and you cannot shoot them with arrows. Which is kind of annoying, and like I said, there's sometimes when he rushes at you, you'll shoot an arrow at him, but it'll miss his hitbox, and then he just hits you. And then you have to hit his hands all over again. And you need the Lens of Truth to see him. You actually can do this fight without the Lens of Truth, but good luck. It's not easy. Alright, so I guess we rescued Impa. I didn't see her, but I guess we recognized her. We rescued her. Hey Impa, what's up? However... yeah, and then we got time hold for 7 years with the Master Sword, which seems like a mistake. Ocarina of Time. I was just a wee lass. I was time hold for 7 years. I will never meet Princess Zelda. Sure, absolutely. Alright, this will be the last medallion. I would never look out for the princess. That's me. Hey buddy, what's up? Oh, I do not need to be that close to your eyes, buddy. And the final showdown. Maybe don't go to the Temple of Time though. It's right next to the castle. That's a terrible idea. Alright, well, before I go to the castle, we do now have all 100 Skulltula tokens. We can actually go and hand that in. I also have 20 hearts. Pretty good. I don't think I've ever had 20 hearts before. Usually in randomizer, I just you know, you just go as soon as you get everything you need. Regardless of how many hearts you have. And you'll just be like, oh, that's a heart piece. Oh, I'm not going for it. But yeah, we rescued, everyone. Yeah. Broke the curse. Take that 200 rupees. Yeah. Woo. Don't get cursed again, buddy. Yeah, they just live in that house. Why not? There hasn't really been anything worth buying at any point in this game, to be honest. 500 is the max you can get, yes. I have the biggest wallet. Alright. Warped right in. See, Hey Sheik, what's up? I sure have. But yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is rupees are useful when you lose items. When you lose your Deku Shield, you can buy them again. If you lose your tunics to likes, you can buy them again. That's basically where where your money goes, but if you don't lose any of your stuff, then you don't have to buy that stuff. Oh, hello. I would seek the sacred triangle. I do love a mirror. Okay. Seems very black and white, but sure. You mean the sacred triangles? Okay, so if they're not in balance, they just get one of them. It seems stupid, though. But, you know, never mind. Yeah, a lot of the upgrades in this game don't cost money. They're like mini-games or in chests and areas and stuff. The good thing the Triforce is like, you can keep that part. Hey, you suck, so we're gonna split in 3, but I'm gonna let you keep a part. One's me. Yeah, Linkle's got courage coming out of her butt. The princess doesn't seem that wise, to be honest. This is a very bad place to do your reveal. This is the first place Ganondorf will look for you. What? Princess Zelda was Sheik all along? What? Never saw this coming. We don't need to hide from the evil king anymore. We've killed him already. Is Zelda a higher smash tier than Sheik? Oh boy. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. Why is it doing that? Every other cutscene's been fine. Why is it doing this? We've even seen this scene before. Why did it do that? Zelda is that actually just sees everything in white. That's so weird. That's so weird. For 7 years while you were in a time hole. I hope that doesn't happen to other scenes in the end of the game. Alright, I mean, I'll do my best, but I make no promises. Alright, so she's gonna give us the light arrows, yeah. Oh man, Linkle is psyched about those light arrows. takes off her disguise, Ganondorf finds her. Had the GPS on her. I slightly underestimated the powerless kid, this idiot child. Whack-ass crystal prison, yeah! I am 100% immune to crystal. Ganon never tries it on me. I feel like he should. Why you invite me to your castle, bro? I have the Bigoron sword. Yeah, whenever Zelda, like, takes off her disguise, Ganondorf immediately finds her and just, like, grabs her. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where the Golden Gauntlets are. I assume they're in Ganon's castle. I don't know for sure, but, yeah, I guess we're just, heading to the castle. Yeah, maybe being right next door to Ganondorf's castle, we didn't exactly make a very good effort to hide, if I'm honest. We, in fact, did a terrible job of hiding. Hey, Roru! Make a bridge! Yeah, we could have had that chat anywhere, maybe as far from his castle as possible, I don't know. He didn't build it, he just stole Hyrule Castle and gave it a renovation. Yeah, you look at that bridge. Alright. In we go. The downside of doing this vanilla is I have to do all the trials. I hate some of these trials. Alright, so do we get like a message if we go up to like the boot? I was like, is Navi gonna like tell me? I guess Navi has nothing to say. Alright. Yeah, because I need the Golden Gauntlets to get into that room. I can do a few of the trials without it. So I guess I just do some of the trials and see what happens? I really genuinely do not know where the Golden Gauntlets are. But I can do a bunch of the trials without them, so... The energy field does sound like a pitched up growing noise. This room is extremely laggy. There are a lot of moving parts in this room. Shot. You're supposed to, like, move the statue so you can get rid of these spikes to grab these, but they don't do much damage. And you have some iframes, so... just bust your way through. Oh, actually, I know. I think I know where the gold gauntlets are. Now that I'm thinking about it. There is one. Ah, okay. So the game gives you bomb shoes for this. Ah. But yeah, I was thinking of like what big chests there are, and I'm like, oh, I actually know where the big chests are here. But yeah, nice. You hit that switch and it gives you bomb shoes so that you can hit the switch. Okay. I mean, that's good. I missed, but I mean, that's nice of the game to give you the bomb shoes you need for this. There we go. So there is a tiny hole up in that fence you have to feed a bomb chew through to hit that switch. Also an invisible chest here. Okay, I do need arrows. I didn't get either of the arrow upgrades because I cannot stand I cannot do horseback archery, and I hate the adult archery, so I just don't do them. I'll live with 30 arrows. It's fine. So most of those are fake. That's the real one. Most of the fake ones don't do anything, but I think some of them can call like some wall masters down. Alright. Again, does like Navi, if I get close, tell me what to do? Oh, sometimes when I'm like, the game will surely have a hint box for this. The game does not have a hint box. One down. Ah. Okay, so you see the stages. You're freeing the stages. Ah, okay. I didn't realize the stages had also been trapped in a whack-ass crystal prison. Yes, I actually do think I know where the golden gauntlets are now, but we're just gonna go in here and get out fire arrows and Din's fire. Get up. Sometimes I can get him before he stops howling. I don't need to do this, but I was not lucky. So he's a wee baby chest. Oh, wow! It's kind of rude of the game to give me 5 rupees at this point. All right, we're about to enter Vicus's favorite room in the entire game. He loves this room so much. Five rupees is definitely a bit more insulting than an ice trap, yeah. Like at this point in the game, definitely feels like an insult. So yeah, I have to bop all around this room over a bottomless pit to get these rupees. And those fans are awful and they suck. There's a very specific one we want to leave till last, and it's this top right one. It's very easy to— oh god, ugh. Cannot believe I bossed that. We're fine. It's very easy to get blown off that platform after you've gotten the rupee. So you want to do that one last, and then the doors open. So even if you fall, you can do the door. So all right. It's true, these fans blow rather than suck, but yeah, they suck. Vicus hates that room. It's not my least favorite trial. Vicus is not a fan of that room. I don't hate that room. It's not a good room, but I don't hate it. Vicus hates it. He's not a fan. Alright, Forest. That arrow being up there, like I'm shooting Saria. So there are actually 2 trials that you cannot do without the gold gauntlets. One you can't get into without the golden gauntlets, and one you cannot finish without the gold gauntlets. So we cannot actually do the fire trial yet. That requires the gauntlets, and the light trial is locked off to us, so... The other one's gonna be an ice trap too, isn't it? It's definitely an ice trap right there, isn't it? Oh, that's rude. That's so rude. Alright, we are actually going to infest Ganondorf's palace. Here, have some bugs. You're gonna need to call in pest control, buddy. Get out of here. I'm sure Ganondorf will love that present. So this trial isn't too difficult, although I sometimes forget how you actually do it. So a lot of the time we put, like, random amount of Ganondorf trials on, or none. I think a lot of the randomized community just puts it on none, because once you've done these trials once, you don't really feel the need to do them 50 billion more times. But, if we do them, yes, I think this one... No, that's not what I meant to do. Grab, push. This puzzle is way worse than the Master Quest version. In the Master Quest version, it's just an utter dick move, to be honest. There's like rupees in here you have to get, and one of them's in that pit, so if you push the block in before you get that rupee, then you can't get it, and you have to restart the puzzle. Yeah, that would be messed up to infest Ganondorf's castle, but you know what? Got it coming. What a jerk that guy is. So I think you can actually, like, glitch through these walls with the hammer, and hit switches without, like, fully flaming them. I've never managed it myself, but... There's a couple of places, actually, you know what? I was talking about the hammer's not used for much. There's a couple of places in this dungeon, actually, where you need the hammer. What is that this trial? Because you need the hammer to hit that switch. One of the other trials also has a hammer-only switch in it. Ganondorf's Castle is one of the few places in the game that you actually need the hammer in. Alright, we saved Ruto. Alright, there we go. I'm going as fast as I can, jeez. Calm down. Alright, so we've done 3 trials, so we're going into the trial that I'm pretty sure has the golden gauntlets in it. Alright, hello. So this is my pick for worst trial. I hate this trial, I'm very bad at it. Wow, rude. I have not realized, because the thing I hate about it is coming up, and I think it's the thing I need to do to get the, Honestly, I think I'm going to, do this properly. I actually find this much easier to do properly than to do the bullshit. Do not care, buddy. Alright, so here, here is where I have a problem. Emulator had a moment. The Vicus is way better at this than me. I'm very bad at, getting this chest. The problem with this chest is these stairs. So the hover boot has a problem when, like, the platform is actually beneath you. That when you go off a step, it'll start hovering. The problem with these steps without the hover boots is that you jump off the ledges. And if you jump off the ledge, you will fling yourself into the pit over the switch. This must be the golden gauntlets. I was correct. There we go. Yeah, I just sort of had to think about it. I was like, actually, I do know where there is a big chest that I can get to without the gauntlets, so... I'm going to put on... I need to actually need a hammer. Invisible path here. Time for arm power. So, the Golden Gauntlets has, basically two uses. There's a couple of things we have to lift in Ganon's castle, and then there's one thing that after this trial I'm gonna just like go out and grab, and it's basically the only other thing that needs the golden gauntlets in the game, so... But it's a very useful thing, at least for the final boss. Like, I'm not surprised it's this far in the game, but like, man... You have to get into the final dungeon before you can get this. And it's so much more useful in every other bit of the game. You've already done everything in the game. The only thing you have left is Ganondorf. Yeah, if you have a final dungeon item, yeah, you cannot make it useful anywhere. And if you put something behind it, then it's something you're not going to get for like the whole game. I guess this thing is mostly just for beating Ganondorf, and he is a jerk. He's the hardest hitting enemy in the game, so it's not super surprising. I always get where the opening is. I'm gonna open that there, it's fine. Yeah, this is akin to giving you a better armor. These gauntlets are very ostentatious. That is a gold right there. I'm sort of used to them being other colors, because we tend to randomize, like, all the colors, including, like, tunic and gauntlets and everything. So we came over here and got a Skulltula, and we saw this big rock earlier, and so these are the golden gauntlet rocks, so... We can, lift. Linkle is an extremely strong girl. But yes, I guess, like, the other things in the game that are dangerous do half the damage that Ganondorf does, so... This is really kind of where this is most useful. I do love getting this early in a randomizer run, because it basically means I don't have to give a shit about my health anymore. When I'm running around on 3 hearts and no shield, my health gets pretty precious in a randomizer very quickly. Alright, the last Great Fairy. Great Fairy of Courage. Enhance my defensive power. Linko does love a good caber toss, it's true. Alright, so our hearts now have a white border. What this means is we take half damage. So anything that did 2 hearts of damage, it reduced by half. So anything that did 2 hearts will do 1, 1 is a half. Anything that's 4, perhaps, well, that'll do 2. So, yeah, we now have twice as much HP. We now effectively have 40 hearts. So you love seeing double defense in a rando at any point, because you just doubled your hearts in one item. It's great. Yeah, Link to the Past, the fairy you get from the final item is the silver arrows, which you need to fight the final boss. I don't like Link to the Past. Link to the Past is not a good game. It's really bad, actually. Alright, 2 more trials. So as I said, 1 trial is locked behind one of these, 1 trial needs it, so we're gonna go with the light trial, which is behind this rock. I love it. I love the way Linko picks up these giant rocks and just fucking tosses them. She would win a caber toss, like, every time. There are invisible enemies, and that bat just fucking came and had a go. What a jerk. I could, you know, like, lens of truth, but that's effort. I do wish there was more caber tossing. And there's a key. We do need a key. Okay, how many bloopies am I about to get here? And is there an ice trap? Oh, there it is! How did I know? I guess it's good to get the ice trap before the recovery heart. Okay, more arrows. Which one do you use trap? There's definitely another ice trap here, right? Yeah, there we go. Another ice trap? Yeah! Ganondorf's a jerk. Alright. Well, we know what this symbol means. That should be the other key. Yep. And then we've got this room, which is, camera does not like this room. Has a bit of a time with this room. And then we have to hook that up the middle. Watch the timer, because the timer doesn't actually stop when you get all the rupees, so you do have to get through the door. Then it's like, what? There's no thing to shoot. Well, oh, get out of here, Wallmaster. We know the trick to that. We went through the Shadow Temple, barely using the, lens of truth. We know what fake walls look like. Alright. So we have freed Raru. Hey, buddy. Alright, so the final trial is the fire trial. Yeah, 45-degree Raru. Raru. Alright, oh, the fire trial's that way. Okay. Kind of funny that the fire trial is like either the second last or the last one you do. Well, I guess if you go Shadow first and get the Gauntlets, you can actually do any, but like, it is kind of funny to me that this is the trial that requires golden gauntlets. Alright, got the fire tunic. Need hover boots, very useful. Oh no, we're about to die. Oh my god. Linko, you're killing me! So for some reason, when you land on this without the hover boots, it sinks, but when you land on it with the hover boots, it doesn't sink. Which is weird. It's supposed to. And if I, like, have the hover boots off and then put them on, it still sinks. But for some reason, if you land on it with the hover boots, you're fine. This room is also, terrible. I think the D-pad swapping is why it doesn't stop sinking, but if I, like, just switched on to hover boots and then went on this, it wouldn't sink. Yeah, our last caber is tossed. Yeah, I can, like, do... Oh god, why did that go sideways there? My stick suddenly fell out of the gate. Yeah, if I, like, put on the hover boots here without the D-pad swapping and go over here... It still doesn't sink. Like, the hover boots just stop that from sinking. And if I'm on it and I, like, switch to the hover boots, it keeps sinking anyway, even if I switch, like, in the menu. It's a little strange. Also, you should always leave this rupee for last, because it is very difficult to get off this platform. If you're lucky and fast enough, you can get back up there, but sometimes Linkle is just like in the exact wrong place and you don't make it. But the door is open, so yeah, take all the boots you can make it with a jump. Yeah, like I have made it with the hover boots before, but I was just in a really bad place there. Actually, refill my magic a touch. It's a really weird thing to do, because, yeah, there's no, like, ledge for you to grab onto there, because it's the column. So if you don't get on the column, you're, like, rubbing up against it, you dead. Hey, Drunia. Yeah, I will, brother! Alrighty. And that is all the trials dispelled. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do the castle escape sequence. I haven't done that in forever. It's another one of those things that you just turn off in the randomizer, because once you've done it a couple of times, you really don't need to do it again. The one last thing in the dungeon is it next to this wall. There's a hidden path. I do not think I will need even one fairy, but there's some scrubs here to give you some shit. Get in. I'm annoyed at you guys, so, many safety fairies. Get annoyed, so get dumped. Alright. How many nuts do I have, actually? 34. That's more than enough. That's totally fine. So yeah, just a few safety fairies. Honestly, I don't think I've died to Ganondorf, in a very long time. Especially not with 20 hearts and double defense. I think the last time I died to Ganondorf, I had like 11 hearts and normal defense, and I got clipped by him a few times. I had a fairy though, so it was fine. We don't need to kill these keys. Ignore them. I pet the plush already? I should leave it there. Hey, Dinalphas. I don't have time for your bullshit, so. I hate how these guys are invincible when they, like, jump over you. I could get fancy and, like, crouch stab them, but there's no real point. But I hit them and like, yeah, but he was invincible because he was jumping. And it's like, how dare the enemy have iframes? Garbage. This is sort of the equivalent of the gauntlet that's in every, like, 2D Zelda. Leave that miss. Get out of here. Alright, ooh, got some nuts. That's good. I mentioned earlier that nuts have, like, two really big, unusual uses. One was against the pose. But, we'll get into the other one fairly soon. Alright, I do have the boss key. I can face Ganon and play some tennis. I think this is the way forward. I think you're always going, like, upstairs, yeah. I actually get to see what Ganondorf's real dialogue is like, because they actually replace it in the rando. They replace it in the rando with a hint onto where the light arrows is. Unfortunate. A little bit late in the timing there. Yeah. Generally, like 2D Zelda has like a bunch of like enemy rooms before you fight the boss, and I think it's cute that that's also in this game. Alright, we hit that boss key. Sometimes I will try to climb that to get up to the boss arena, even though that's not how you get to the boss arena. It's closed off currently, you cannot climb to get up. I have to climb these, I have to long jump up these stairs, clearly. Oh wow, they must have also shortened the staircase in the rando, because that's longer than it normally is. Alright. Final boss time. Hey, Zelders. Ganon. Oh, Ganon's the one playing the organ music we've been hearing. He's very good. Very talented. Maybe you could just play that instead, buddy. Oh. Thanks for the heal. Yeah. Well, now it's because you're dumb. No. And Navi's like, I can't help you, Linkle. And I'm like, when have you ever helped me, Navi? Get the fuck out of here. It's time to play tennis. So Ganondorf knocks down some of those. Just gonna... I did not have the light. I missed. That was because I realized I did not have the light arrows on. Alright, light arrows. Kind of all I need right now. Put that on. This tennis is like, despite me getting hit there, it is actually easier than Fat and Ganon Hearts because it doesn't speed up. I missed. And then I fucked up. Ah! Fine. I'm facing the wrong way as well, so lining up these light arrows is gonna be rough. Yeah, I did a slash there in the middle. I was holding the crouch button, but I attacked before I was crouching, which meant I did a normal slash, which meant my crouch stabs were just normal slash damage. Not the worst thing though. Just means tennis gets longer. I'm a little surprised that hit him, I'm gonna be honest. There we go. It is very hard to jump slash him on that tiny platform. I tend to use the hover boots. You don't need to use the hover boots. You can just, like, jump. I know Vicus prefers not to have the hover boots on, because the hover boots make you very slidey, which makes it even harder to hit him with a jump slash. It must be said. But, I like the hover boots because that means I have a little bit more leeway on the jump. As I mentioned before, your crouch stance keeps your damage, so it keeps the damage of a jump slash, while also being a lot easier to hit him with. The only problem is you have to drop your lock-on. You can only crouch stab without lock-on on. Alright, we beat Ganondorf! He's fucking dead! Yay! Now I get to do the castle escape, and I haven't done this in ages. Not very difficult. As I say, like, you have to do it every time, it just gets very boring. But it's been a little bit, so this will be interesting. But yeah, with the Big Ron sword, I did so much damage I killed him in 2 rounds that we didn't get to see all the other shit he does. I just kind of kicked his ass a wee bit. That Zelda gasp is in the randomizer. When you randomize sounds, you can make Navi do Zelda's gasp, and it drives me crazy. I love when Navi woos. I hate it when she goes every time, like she's looking at something. Alright. We have 3 minutes to get down. I'll try to change the camera and hit the stick. So don't fuck this up or fight Ganondorf again. You can also only go so fast because Zelda has to open these doors. Yeah, the other shit is mostly, yeah, knock down another floor. He knocks out some more of the floors, which mean the hover boots are even more useful. And when he does the 5 balls, you can knock that back at him to stun him, so you can light arrow him by doing a charge slash. And that's basically it. I don't know if he's ever done anything else. Oop. I got a little brained there as I was going for the jump. I was like lining up for this jump so I didn't fuck it up, and I got brained by a rock. But yeah, the tennis, it's kind of surprising that the tennis is a lot easier with Ganon than it is with, I mean, I know. You were the one standing in front of the door not doing anything, honey. Words. Yeah, because the Phantom Ganondorf is always in the center, far away from you. So he's always a set distance from you. Unlike Phantom Ganondorf, who can be really close or really far away. And if he's really close, the hitting it back just doesn't work. It just goes far away. Hello. Oh. He's gonna revive. Oh, come on. Got him. Alright. Give me them hearts. Skellymans were not cooperating with me. It's true, dress magic, not fireproof. Alright, we're almost halfway down. Time. She gasps when you jump, by the way. It's like, oh, he leapt off the platform. Oh. You're not my best attempt at this, but she also, like, gasps every time you get beamed by a rock. That, like, door opening magic is pretty useful, though. Like, you really don't need to stop every time I get hit by a rock, honey. Come on. Linkle has a very hard head. These rocks don't hurt. Oh yeah, I forgot about the re-dead. We're just gonna ignore him now. Alright, we're almost free with about a minute to spare. I think the biggest time waster is the skeleton lads. If you have trouble getting past their shields, sorry for blowing up your castle, Zelda. I guess it was kind of ruined by Ganondorf, so... But yeah, if you have a hard time killing the skeletons, they can definitely waste your time. Otherwise, getting down in 2 minutes is pretty normal. Oh yeah, chonky. Makes the exact same noise as like a chest exploding. Oh, the emulator is struggling to keep it at like 30 FPS, which is hilarious. I'm sure on hardware it went at like 5. Ganondorf just did some really extensive redecorating on the castle. Hired a lot of people for the renovations. Oh, Navi, you weren't there? I didn't notice. We heard a rumbling. Heard a rumble in the jungle. Hi, Ganondorf. Ah, we dropped a castle on you and you're still ticking, huh? I wouldn't transform, though. It never helps. Ganondorf is just really hungry. Mate, nah, becoming a pig never helps, buddy. Hey, Ganon. He's about to whip our Master Sword away. Bye-bye. If you have the Bigoron sword, you can use that. But we actually have a much better weapon against this part of the fight. Yeah, probably don't even equip my sword. Fuck it. I don't need a sword for this part of the fight. We're gonna stun him, and then we're gonna give him a nut. So, he's like the one enemy in the game that Deku Nuts do damage to. You're supposed to like have to stun him every time, but you can kind of kite him and stay behind him in this phase. So every weapon apart from the Master Sword does 1 damage to him, including the Deku Nuts. So the Bigoron sword is not any stronger than Deku Nuts in this fight. The Master Sword is the only thing that does more damage, so like the best way to kill this guy, especially some nuts if you don't hit him, also stuns. The other thing you can do is glitch the hammer or a Deku Stick to have Master Sword damage. So a lot of times speedrunners will do like the crouch stabbing with the hammer, having stored Master Sword damage. And if you do that, you kill him in like 3 hits in this phase. But if you don't do that, or are not very good at doing that, which is I'm not very good at doing that, then you can just use Deku Nuts. It's really funny that they do, Ganon is the one enemy in the game that you can nut for damage. So the best way to stun him in this phase of the fight is light arrows. That stuns him for the longest, allowing you to get behind and do slashes. It's very, very difficult to stay behind him in this phase of the fight after a hit. So it's much better to just like light arrow, smack, get away from him, and then, you know, repeat. If you don't have double magic, 1 magic bar is just enough to do light arrows on him. I think you have like 1, you can miss 1 hit. But double magic, you have more than enough light arrow shots to take him down. Even if sometimes Ganon's a bit weird about getting hit. And by the way, he just stays like this forever. I've tested this. I've gone all the way around the arena. He never gets back up. How's it going, Zelda? Destroy Ganon. He just sits like that forever until you stab him in the brain. There we go. That's Ocarina of Time. That's the final boss. The final boss is pretty straightforward. I actually prefer this to a lot of other final bosses because it's a bit easier. They got hit like once. But yes, I did know what I was saying when I said that sentence. But this is the other really good use for Deku Nuts. It's really annoying to hit him. If you don't have the bigger on sword, the sword is another easy way to get him. Because you're used to using your sword. Like trying to hit his tail with things like the hook shot or anything like that, really annoying. Nuts, you can sling a nut. It's great. Because I've actually seen this ending a lot because the randomizer doesn't skip any of the ending. Anyway, we killed him. We destroyed Ganondorf. It's very technically my first time beating Ocarina of Time. Yeah, it's good they didn't try to do the older game style of fight in 3D, at least in this game. I know that a lot of the later 3D games get, like, a bit nastier. Like, this is, I would say, one of the easier Zeldas, and it's entirely because it's their first foray into 3D. They didn't do, like, too awful platforming stuff. One of the things I hate about Wind Waker, for example, is the dungeons, like, require you to do some really stupid shit with its platforming. Also, yes, it's really hard to take the scene seriously after when we accidentally had text randomizer on. And oh god, that was so funny. That was so funny. Called us a punk, it was so good. And one where it was like fresh fish on sale, and it was fantastic. I loved it. Alright, we sealed Ganondorf away. Peace will reign in this world for a time. Oh no. You made a mistake? Did you make a mistake? I guess giving me the Ocarina of Time. Yeah, you're gonna have to live on without me in this timeline. Look, it could be worse. There's another timeline where Ganondorf won. Ah, you have the tweet. Yes, Zora shop. We have fresh fish. Oh man, yeah, that was such a funny one. I know we also clipped the one where we had the ending on stream, and it was really funny. Yeah, there's no way, like, the sort of usual 2D Ganon fight would work in 3D, in a 3D space. At least not in this 3D space. Shoot the light arrow into his butt. You're welcome, Zelda. Bye. Isn't there like 3 different timelines based on like this game? I know like the timeline Zelda timeline is like complete horseshit, but I'm pretty sure this game is like a linchpin in the timeline. There's like the timeline from like the one you go back to, which goes into Majora's Mask. There's a timeline that continues on without us, where we won, and then there's, I think, one where we just lost? Yeah, child, adult, and Ganon wins, I guess. Yeah, the timeline makes this game the most important one. It's kind of funny that they, like... The timeline is bullshit. Like, the timeline is just, like, nonsense. It's funny, but the timeline is just bullshit. It doesn't exist. The Ganon Wind split came up because they needed another split to explain some of the other games. That's it. That's the only reason there's a Ganon Winds split. Yeah, there's the clip. Let's play again sometime, says Ganondorf. Oh, it's so good. Excellent work. Let's play again sometime, says Ganon as he goes into the void. Yeah, everything's good now. We won. Woo! That's the thing, that there was never, a timeline, like, in the first place. When they made these games, they didn't make them with a big overarching timeline in mind. It just so happens that a lot of them line up. Some of them are direct sequels. Which helps. Well, thank you with that said, however, for clipping it, because it's a very good clip. The music in this game is fantastic. I really like this game. Like, really, really like this game. I'm so surprised at how much I like this game, to be honest. Like, I'll talk shit about a lot of the bosses. A lot of the bosses are a bit awkward. Because you can tell this is their first attempt at 3D, so some of the gimmicks in them don't work. Twin Robot is a gimmick that just doesn't work. The mirror shield reflecting in a three-dimensional space is not good. All the Carpenter lads, hello. Hey, Malin. Malin, you're not singing to the music at all. Get bigger on. Here's bigger on. Hey, buddy. I guess Kakiri can leave the forest now, and one's just chilling with King Zora. I guess Mido and King Zora have bonded over their roles as roadblocks. But, like, I really like the dungeon design. I really like how open the game is. I really like just this game in general. I've enjoyed playing it for the story. Yay! Hi, every stage! How y'all? You free now, everyone? Except that goddamn owl. Fuck that guy. Yeah, sorry on Terudia. It's very good. But, like, it still plays really well, and I have a lot of fun, and the randomizer is still, like, the best randomizer I've played. I've tried a few more out. Some of them are pretty alright, but it's difficult. There are not many games that have this sort of puzzle aspect to them that the randomizer turns it into. Because Ocarina of Time is very open, and there are very few blocks, and what they are is like item blocks. Which means when you get an item, you've suddenly got a bunch of new things to do. And you can do them in orders and stuff. And the randomizer itself is extremely robust. Very well worked on, extremely robust, but it works because of the game. I feel like even other Zelda games aren't as open as this one, and is easy to turn into a giant puzzle game. Like, you know, I think about other ones, like Link to the Past and stuff, and there's a lot of stuff in there where I feel like you would still have to do certain things a certain way. There's a lot of stuff in this game where it's like, I don't have this item, but I can actually get around it with this other item, and it's really, really neat and fun. I liked how I could do... one of the things I wanted to play the game through again, like Vanilla 4, was to see how open it was, and like, do I have to do all the temples in order? And surprisingly, no. Ah! Oh boy, it happened again. I wonder how Redux did that. That's... I don't know what's happened with Redux. That's extremely good. I'm leaning on that. It's just Link breaking the timeline. But yeah, apart from... You don't even technically have to do the Forest Temple first. You could do the Fire Temple first, but... Like, I did it Forest, Water, Spirit, Fire, Shadow, and sort of the way you're, like, led to doing it, like, the way the game, like, guides you to do it is Forest, Fire, Water, Shadow, Spirit. But I'm like, hey, I know what I can do. I'll just go there and do it once I have the items, and the game let me. In a lot of other, even Zelda games, there are a lot of things like dog blocks and things that stop you from going to areas. Like, I really liked Minish Cap, but my god, that game, it's like, we don't want you to go somewhere, so we're gonna put a person or a dog or, like, a wall that's not an item wall, but just like a wall in your way. And yeah, they definitely increased the railroading, and I can see why. Like, in one way, it's really helpful for new players to have more of a guidance on where to go. Like, there's not a lot of guidance in this game. There's basically Navi and the Owl. And, like, occasionally a scene that tells you to go here. Otherwise, you are kinda just left to your own devices. And, like, I like that, having played it before and playing it again. Especially, like, going from the randomizer to this. I can definitely see, like, if this is your first experience, how you could get stuck. But there really is so little gating in this game. And it's all item-based gating. Or time, you know, adult and child. Like, the time and the item-based is pretty much all the gating there is. Like, there's no just dog block, which fucks off once you beat a certain dungeon, you know? And yeah, the Ganon Castle check is just the Shadow and Spirit, so if you can find a way to get up to the Shadow Temple... and to the Spirit Temple without doing the other 3 temples, you can just go beat Ganon. It's... I like it. I like that a lot. I like the lack of gating. I feel like way better than a lot of the other Zelda games. This is honestly one of my favorite Zelda games, and it's wild that I never played this as a kid. And it was like our anniversary stream last year where we just like, or whatever stream was, can't even remember, but it was a bonus stream where we just did the co-op randomizer, and then I just like landed right hard in playing this game. I really like this game a lot, and I really wasn't expecting to because I did not like Link to the Past. I'm very meh on Link's Awakening. I do not like Wind Waker. I really liked Minish Cap. And I love Breath of the Wild. I'm so, like... I think Zelda games... I've run the gamut of really liking and really hating. And everything in between. But I'm really glad I started playing... I haven't played Skyward Sword. I watched Vicus play most of it. And the biggest thing I got away from Skyward Sword is, oh my god, the sword will not shut the fuck up. I need to play A Link Between Worlds. I wanted to play A Link to the Past first, because I think Link Between Worlds is a sequel to Link to the Past. And so I wanted to play, even though they're not, like, super connected, I wanted to play Link to the Past first. I did not like Link to the Past, but I should give Link Between Worlds a shot. It's definitely been recommended to me. As a game. But yeah, like, Fee just talk. Like, people complain about Navi, but Fee is the one who never shuts up. That sword just never shuts up. But, yeah, well, probably the next Zelda game I'm going to stream will be Majora's Mask, but it'll be a little bit before I play that one. I know a lot of people want me to play Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask is one I have a lot of fond childhood memories of. Majora's Mask is the one I played, rather than Ocarina of Time. But I never beat it, because I didn't do any of the dungeons. I hated doing the dungeons in Majora's Mask. I just did all the side quest bullshit instead, and ran around the field collecting rupees and masks and stuff. But anyway, now that we're on this end screen for a very long time, I'm going to put up a Patreon poll for the next Wednesday game. I'm probably going to get that up tomorrow. I figured out 2 of my options, but the third, I'm trying to, like, figure out what I want to put as the third option. So, if you are a $5 or up Patreon voter, you'll be able to vote in that for what I play next Wednesday. Just deferring the decision a little bit, because I hate making decisions. But tomorrow we'll be back with more Outer Wilds, which Vicus reckons we're getting very near the end of, although he isn't terribly sure, so we'll see. But join us tomorrow for Outer Wilds, and maybe an actual point and click for Point and Click Wednesday next week. It depends what people vote for. We'll see you then. Bye, everyone.